Okay, let's jump right into this explainer. We're going to be exploring a literally incredible biological process that every single human on the planet experiences, but, well, a lot of us don't fully understand. We're talking about puberty. You know, it can be super exciting, kind of confusing, and yeah, sometimes even a little scary. But today, we're going to break down exactly what's happening inside your body step by step.
So here's our roadmap to growing up. We're going to cover the biology of puberty, navigating physical changes, understanding your changing mind, healthy habits for growth, and finally, embracing your unique timeline. Let's get to it.
First off, let me ask you something. Have you noticed your body or even your emotions feeling different than they did, say, a year ago? Maybe you've grown taller out of nowhere, or your voice sounds a bit different, or perhaps your emotions just seem way stronger than before. Well, if you're wondering why you feel or look different lately, I want you to know it is completely, absolutely normal. These changes, they don't just happen by accident. It actually means your body is doing an amazing job preparing for adulthood.
That brings us to Section 1, the biology of puberty, the invisible changes starting the process.
So the really crucial point here is that hormones are the main reason all these changes begin. Hormones are basically these chemical messengers produced by glands in your body, and they travel right through your bloodstream. Think of them like a highly advanced internal communication system, literally telling different parts of your body when it's time to grow and change. And wow, these hormones are incredibly powerful. I mean, they influence your height, your muscle growth, your body shape, your skin, your hair, your emotions, pretty much so many parts of your development.
So when does this whole process actually kick off? Well, the typical onset window is generally between 8 and 14 years old. 8 is the earliest typical start, 11 is a pretty common midpoint for a lot of people, and 14 is considered a later typical start. But here's the thing, while that is the general window, the absolute most important takeaway here is that everyone follows their own unique timeline. Some start a bit earlier, some start a bit later, and both are completely 100% normal.
Moving on to Section 2, navigating physical changes. What's happening on the outside? You know, one of the first things a lot of people notice is a rapid growth spurt, where you suddenly just shoot up and become taller over a really short period. And interestingly enough, your hands and feet may actually seem to grow first. So yeah, you might feel a little awkward or, a bit clumsy when your hands and feet get bigger before the rest of you. But I assure you, this is perfectly natural. The rest of your body eventually catches up over time, and you become much more balanced as you keep growing.
Now, what's really interesting about these changes is how important it is to view things like acne or body odor not as problems, but simply as signs of a healthy body doing exactly what it's supposed to do. For instance, acne and pimples, they're just caused by increasing hormone levels, which makes the skin produce more natural oil, and that can block your pores. The natural response? Just wash your face gently and maintain some basic hygiene. Same with body odor. It's literally just the result of more active sweat glands, so regular bathing and swiping on some deodorant becomes a bit more important. And body hair? That is just a maturing body process that's completely normal, and it just varies by genetics. No big deal.
Let's look at Section 3, understanding your changing mind. Why emotions feel stronger.
Okay, here is a super crucial piece of the puzzle. Your brain and your hormones are both developing at the exact same time. Because these two major, massive developments are essentially colliding inside of you, your emotions might feel much, much stronger. It's like you might feel totally over the moon excited one moment and then intensely frustrated the very next. And listen to me, it's not just you acting out. These mood changes are super common precisely because of this simultaneous development happening in your body.
Navigating all these new mood swings means learning some new skills and, honestly, leaning on others. It's so vital to express your feelings in healthy ways and practice managing that stress. But always, always remember that you can ask questions or seek reassurance from a trusted adult. Talk to a parent, a guardian, a teacher, or a healthcare professional. And hey, if things ever feel a bit too overwhelming, speak with a school counselor. You absolutely do not have to manage these completely normal, yet sometimes kind of confusing feelings all on your own. All right, Section 4, healthy habits for growth, taking control of your development.
Right now, your growing body is basically working overtime to build muscles, bones, and a maturing brain. So feeding it the right nutrients, staying active, and catching enough sleep is absolutely essential. Growing bodies need plenty of sleep for mental and physical rest. You've got to recharge. Nutrition plays a huge role too, obviously. You need a diet rich in protein, vitamins, minerals, whole grains, fruits and vegetables. And don't forget your dairy or calcium-rich foods to build those strong bones. Combine all that with staying physically active to strengthen your heart and boost your mood, plus drinking enough water every single day, and you are totally setting yourself up for success.
And of course, let's not forget the outside maintenance. Simple daily hygiene steps don't just keep you healthy, they are honestly powerful tools to help you feel confident in your maturing body. It all starts with brushing your teeth regularly, making sure to bathe, washing your hands, using that deodorant we talked about, and finally, wearing clean clothes and taking good care of your skin. These are just simple, everyday habits that really give you control over how you feel.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, Embracing Your Unique Timeline, Why Your Journey is Completely Your Own. We need to bust a massive myth right here, right now. The idea that everyone develops at the exact same speed and time is completely 100% false. The actual fact is that genetics dictate a totally unique schedule for every individual person. Your genetics strongly influence your height, your body shape, your hair color, and yes, your timeline. So comparing yourself to friends or classmates who might be developing differently, it's just unnecessary worry. Your body is following its own perfectly timed, personalized schedule.
And it is absolutely vital to remember this. There is no single perfect body type, and comparing yourself with people on social media can create some seriously unrealistic expectations. Please, don't let heavily edited social media feeds dictate how you feel about your own perfectly natural development. Some people are going to be taller, some shorter, some develop early, some just take a bit more time. It is all part of the vast, beautiful spectrum of human genetics. Ultimately, most of the changes that happen during puberty are completely natural, and they're simply preparing you for adulthood. And remember, it's not just about physical changes. This is a time when you're really learning about responsibility, independence, and communication, building healthy friendships, showing kindness, respecting others, and embracing these completely normal changes. These are life skills that will serve you long, long after puberty ends.
So that brings us to the end of our explainer today. Rather than something to fear, this biological process is just an incredible opportunity to become a stronger, healthier, and more confident version of you. Every stage of growth teaches you something new, and every challenge is an opportunity. So I'll leave you with this question to ponder. What will this new stage of growth teach you about